What's going on, Creased fam? Back again, episode 18. It's your boy Trey Treasy. I'm here with my boy Casita. What's poppin', Casita?
What's the damn deal? What's going on, Trey Treasy?
Man, same old dog, but with a lot of L's this week. So we'll get to that in a minute. First off, I just want to start this episode off by saying, there's a lot of things going on in the world. RIP to our boy Chadwick Boseman. That was terrible. They took their man away from this week. What's up?
I said Wakanda forever, bro. Like that one hurt. That one really hurt. And
I just got done talking about Kobe last week, so it definitely didn't get any easier moving on throughout the week, right?
Definitely not, man. The Black Panther was a monumental film, not just for, people that look like me, but, I think it was one of the greatest superhero movies. I saw it 3 times in movie theaters. I've watched it twice already since his passing. So, man, rest in peace, Chadwick, man. That one was for the culture. That one hurt really bad, but now he's out of pain. He's in a better place, and condolences to his family and his loved ones. So, definitely.
Yep, that was definitely a tough one. We had a few others: Cliff Robinson, a former Trailblazer, and Lute Olson, a former NBA coach. They both passed as well. So, big condolences out to all of their families. They'll be missed tremendously. Also, they need to go ahead and arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. We've been seeing that a lot remaining. We just saw we'll get into it a little bit more, but the NBA had some stuff to say this past week. So we'll talk about that coming up. But to kick it off with the L meter, how'd you do? You got a couple pair of unions in there? They hide behind those Travises back there?
Absolutely. Not only did I get the unions, both colors, I got both of the Kith New Balances, the Medicons, I got the Civilist, I got all the Kobe's, including the undefeated. Like it was a dub session.
Dubs on dubs.
In my dreams, man.
Yeah. Dog.
I hated that, man. That was the worst week ever. On top of it, just like being a whole week of remembrance, and then we lost who we lost. I didn't hit a single dub on any pairs. So
this one was tough. This was a bad L meter week. The L meter shot up this week tremendously. I'd probably say more than any other weekend of the whole year so far. There might be a few other like jam-packed weekends, but as far as last week being Mamba week, we had all 5 of those pairs to take L's on. As Casita mentioned, the Bear Bricks came out. Big bricks on all those. The Kith New Balance. Why even try? And then, of course, the unions, which, as we talked about off camera, did kind of make a little bit of noise, and they did, they made a lot of noise. But as far as getting a lot of pairs out there to consumers and stuff like that, people seem to be happy with the numbers that went out on those. However, I didn't get any, so I'm not happy about it. But I pulled my car all the way over at 11 to try to get those. And then we had -1 minute, -2 minutes. And I was like, all right, bro. They have to go over the highway for those things. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Tough, man. Yeah, it was just a tough week of losses. But let's talk about the dubs that we do have. Let's kick it off right. Let's do picks of the day. So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I can go, bro. I can knock this out. Yeah, so I'm going to throw it back. I'm going to throw it back to 2008 picks of the day. Yeah, so this is going to be a Dunk High. This is an original pair that I owned had to be from around 2008, 2009 when it came out. This is the Dunk Ice Blue, the Dunk High. So it's really shiny, as you can see. It is like a metallic ice blue back here in the back. Other than that, you get the black leather on the toe. Black leather on the tongue here, as well as on the insole. You get this super fire. Let me pull this little shoe tree out of here. Shout out to Casita for the IKEA shoe trees. But yeah, this is my favorite part of this shoe. This insole is uber duper fire with all these shoe boxes on the inside. Mm-hmm. One cool thing about this shoe that I always remember is that this was probably the last. I used to buy a lot on Eastbay. You and me both talk about that all the time. We used to buy on Eastbay all the time when the magazines would come in. This was the last shoe I actually remember getting the magazine in for, waiting, and then finally ordering the shoe, and they had a couple left in my size. I think a month prior to this pair, either prior or a month after, they came out with the all gold as well. So it was black where it's black, but where the metallic ice blue is, it was metallic gold. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm black and gold guy. When I saw this ice blue though, I was like, that's the one right there. I'm wearing that. So I had an old Toronto Blue Jays hat that went with it perfectly back in the day. But these go back as far as Garcia Middle School, or at least Austin High School. At least Austin High School in 2008.
Wow.
So, yeah, and they came with black laces. I definitely flip-flopped them out originally, like right off the bat for these white laces because it pops on the black tongue. So that's my shoot. My kick of the day is the Dunk High Ice Blue.
Those are hard. I remember you rocking those a lot. And
crazy.
They are still probably one of my favorite pairs of dunks that you own. Those are very, very standoutish. They definitely scream, and they're attention getters, man. They don't make dunks like that no more. Soon to come. I think dunk highs are coming back later this year, but those are definitely going to be ones. If they do retro those, definitely just pull those out and just stun on them because you got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I love this pair. It's a dope pair. It's one of 2 dunk highs I got left.
Hold on to them dearly, man. Yes, I'm going to go to my Air Max wall because I'm still upset I did not get the Hunter Green or the Evergreens. So
Right.
I think I'm going to bust out the University Blues. These are the anniversary pairs. No, I do not have the original pair from 1987, but these will do, definitely. You see it, man. University Blue, suede mudguard, suede blue paneling, suede swoosh. Great. I mean, you've touched an Air Max one before. It is what it is. Funny thing about this, I got these at Premium Goods. I was late to work that day. I work all the way about 30 minutes out from there, but I just let them know. I was like, yeah, look, I'm already in line. I got in line for these at 5 a.m. Nobody was there. So in my car, I keep the camping kit. So I bring a chair, I bring a charger.
Stay ready.
Bring sunglasses, the only thing I need to really do, I mean, now they got Uber Eats. They didn't have Uber Eats at that time. So next time I'm going to just order food and have somebody deliver me food. But I was first in line. Crazy enough, they did not have my size. They didn't have size 12. So I got size 13 in those. They still feel fine, but I like a snug fit. So I did get a size 12. I was able to even call the homies who wanted them. One of my coworkers, I was like, yo, if you still want these, they're still a bit, like, you can come right now. He got there around 6:30. He was 5th in line, and he got his. So I will always remember those as my premium. I think that's the last pair of shoes I bought at Premium too. So it's been a little bit of time.
It's been a hot minute for me as well. But yeah, those are extremely clean, and Air Max 1, you definitely cannot go wrong.
Oh, never, ever, ever. Go great with everything.
Everything, one of my most comfortable shoes, hands down. And like you said, you can wear them pretty much any situation possible.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, my man, what we got in fresh out the box this week?
Coming in strong, man. This week on Fresh Out the Box, opening up, we have major street brands cancel their weekend sales amid the shooting of Jacob Blake. It's a very honorable move by these selected street brands, including Kith, Social Status, Sneakers and Stuff, Bodega. On top of that, the NBA also boycotted Game 5 of all their playoff games, both days. It started off with the Milwaukee Bucks. Sure enough, the shooting of Jacob Blake happened in Kennesaw. Kennesaw, Wisconsin. So, it's kind of hard to, want to represent the city or the state that you play for, be an African-American male, knowing that people who look like you back in where you practice are getting shot in their back 7 times. So
yeah, not even practice, where you live. That's where your current housing is probably at.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, I mean, it depends on who it is. Some people fly for work. they are millionaires at the end of the day. But yeah, like you said, like, but where they dwell at, this is where they spend a majority of their time. They spend most of their time in Wisconsin, trying to do their best to, bring people from that land together, through sports, through their platform. So I think it's a very honorable thing that, the Bucks were the leaders of, boycotting it. I know the Celtics were talking about doing it as well as the Raptors. But, when push came to shove and Milwaukee was first in line to do it, and they actually did it and they carried out on it. And, of course, there was backlash from everybody. As you know, now they've already gone back to resume the season, but it definitely set a precedent. They're using their platform to the best of their ability, and nobody could be more proud of them for that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all the NBA greats have come out and showed them praise for that. Even Kenny Smith and TNT, he walked out in the middle of his in the middle of live air. So it's a very honorable thing.
Honorable, yeah, no, it's extremely honorable, and I mean the set of chain reactions that happened after Milwaukee did that. They got put in such a tight position, bro, with them being the first game up after something just happened in their city, bro, like you said. So, yeah, for them to take that stand, whether it was abrupt, whether they said they weren't ready, whether they said George Hill maybe didn't have all his thought points together when he did speak. I think the question is, how could you be ready, right? How could you ever be ready to assess something like that and to talk to the whole world about it when you're essentially speaking on behalf of your city that on an issue that you didn't cause and that's affecting your life in a negative way, right? So, I mean, it's I like you said, I applaud the Milwaukee Bucks and the chain reaction that happened after with I never thought we'd see the day baseball would follow that up. I think the Milwaukee Brewers saw that the Bucks did it, and they had a game a few hours later, and I definitely think that kicked off. I keep saying it, but a really big chain reaction, and to have baseball stop for Black Lives Matter. I mean, I think I don't want to take away from how big of a point that is, and even Evander Kane in hockey, one of the select African Americans in hockey, pissed on Twitter that the hockey hasn't really shown where they're at and where they stand with it. And sports like that are predominantly white, and it is what it is, and the ownership is what it is. To see baseball take that stand it blew my mind, no doubt. It blew my mind, and I'm proud of teams like the hometown Houston Astros that went ahead and just put the Black Lives Matter jersey out last night and walked off the field. I wanted to watch Astros baseball, but watching that it felt like a point in time that it was nice to see change.
Absolutely, man. As you know, the Million Man March was also this past week, so I'm sure that if they had gone through wholeheartedly and canceled the entire season, I'm sure you would see a lot of those NBA players or even sports figures in general. You see a lot of them marching along those who are doing that Million Man March. Of course, they have to follow through contractual agreements, which really kind of burns. But again, it is what it is, and they move forward. So I mean, back to the streetwear brands. Kids, social status, sneakers and stuff, Bodega, all of them closed their stores up until Monday, August 31st. So it halted a lot of the releases from this past weekend. One of them being the Yeezy version 3s, the 700 version 3s, the Azareth. So if you were on the lookout for those, you still have your chance to go get those, but make sure you make priorities. Yeah, no, I doubt those will be there, but make sure you get your priorities done. And also another special shout out to Adidas and Donovan Mitchell. The proceeds from Donovan Mitchell's Dawn Issue 2 Spidey Sense shoe, the proceeds of that will be donated to Jacob Blake's family for whatever he needs it for. So
shout out to Don. We talked about those shoes last week, the lime green ones, and they're super fire. And I think he said it was the first $45,000 that they're committing is going strictly to Jacob Blake's children's educational fund. So huge on behalf of on Donovan and him pushing Adidas.
Absolutely. Yeah. Major kudos. Donovan, what a stand-up young man, dog. Incredible athlete.
Right. And a few other things I want to bring up as far as this goes is, we're going to be mentioning polling centers here in a second. And I've seen some shops such as Kith and stuff. They're actually going to shut down most of their locations and make them voting centers, at least for a day of election, I believe. So that's a great move. Go ahead.
Some major NBA stadiums as well would be doing the same. So
yeah, I think part of the deal was to go ahead and make every NBA stadium. So I do think whatever it is, 32 teams are going to go ahead and all their stadiums are going to be used for voting facilities that aren't already being used. So if you are in the Houston area, make sure you go to Toyota Center and vote. If you're not near Toyota Center or not near any NBA arenas, you should probably still go vote.
Probably.
Yeah, like we're gonna keep saying that probably until it's over. But yeah, make sure you go vote. So because we're gonna keep talking about all this stuff. So definitely go vote.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
So yeah, that's an opener right there. That one was heavy, but again, major shout out to those brands. Major shout out to the NBA, Milwaukee Bucks. You have a fan in me, and we're gonna carry on into the next segment of Fresh Out the Box. Coming at you fast is going to be another Stussy Nike collab. They are back with the Air Force One this time. As you know, Stussy Nike collabs, they date back from, I think, even as far back as like 06, even on some dunks. But recently, even this year, they did 2 Spider-On cages, one being named the Fossil Stone. The other one, I think, was just black. And then they also had the Benassi sandals as well as the Kakuni cages as well. This time around, again, they're doing an Air Force One. This time it's going to be a monochromatic color. I think it's like almost like a bonish looking color, but it's going to be a rough hemp sewn upper this time around. Double stitching on the swoosh as well. And the toe box will have the Stussy S embroidered right there, smack dab in the middle. What's your thoughts on these, Trey? How do you think Stussy's going to be holding up?
I think they're going to hold up just fine, bro. I think they've held up fine this year. I think they've done a really good job with some of the Nike collabs they've already had. Even the Benassi slide went crazy, but these in particular are very nice. They are. I particularly love the color. That hemp cream colorway is fantastic in my opinion. Does it look like does it have like hints of the Travis Air Force One? I kind of get that look, but I don't think a lot of people are gonna like the S on the toe box. I personally don't mind it. I think it looks interesting. I think it gives it a different look instead of having that perforated toe box like usual. But the S does stand out. It does look like there's something there, makes you look at it a little bit harder, which I think is a cool little factor, as well as the city names on the tongue. I do think that's a pretty cool little feature you get on there. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do not like the double swoosh, the cut in half swoosh, whatever it is. There was no reason to do that. It doesn't look good. It doesn't make it look any better than if you just had the stitched swoosh. Everybody just wants to play with the swoosh. Now everybody wants to be Travis Scott or Virgil. So go ahead and tell me what you think of the Stussy collab. Go ahead.
So you play with the swoosh and now you're automatically Travis Scott? You don't think anybody did that? Come on, man. That's so wrong.
But the point is not that you're Travis Scott. The point is that everybody else is doing that. That's the thing right now, is to play with the swoosh.
Yeah, because, back in the day, you weren't allowed to play with the swoosh, Like, Nike never gave people that opportunity to revamp the swoosh or move it around or, play with it. So,
I think they're tired of using the exact same shoe over and over and over again. So what are they going to do? They're going to use one of the only features on the shoe and mess it up.
The shoe's fire, okay? It's going to go right up here on this nice selective Nike wall. Can't wait to own it. Stussy, call me, hit my line, bro. I got you. I'm loving the double swoosh. I think that is what brings the energy to the shoe, man. And, aside from the hemp, the sewn hemp upper, I think the double stitched double swoosh is hard. That's very fire. Okay. The colorway is also mad fire. It's gonna be great in the fall time if that's when it comes out. There's no release date yet for these, but I will definitely be keeping my ear to the streets for these. Please, everybody, do not like this shoe. That way I can hop on Sneakers app and actually get something, man. Y'all killed me this past week and I really don't care for it. So please just help me out. I'm not paying resale. So yeah, we got the Stussy Nike collab, Fossil Stone coming at you. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow our pages. That way you can get updates whenever these things are coming out.
The Spiridon Fossil Stone is the best one of all of them from this year, but you can keep going.
Okay. There is a unidentified Air Jordan shoe that is floating around the internet right now. It is labeled to be the Air Jordan 35. So far, we've seen two colorways, one in an all-black upper with white or silver accents or detailing, and then they have a bright colorway that just recently surfaced. What are your thoughts on the potential Jordan 35?
I mean, not many thoughts on it other than they'll just continue to go down this, as we get deeper and deeper, they just continue to go down this basketball only trajectory. And I mean, it's been like that for a while now, but this one in particular kind of bounces back to some of the older mellow models of M11, M12, stuff like that. But does it look like anything interesting to me? Not really, bro. From far away, if that Jordan logo wasn't on the bottom of it, I'm not going to lie, I kind of get like a Puma vibe from it. But to me, this is nothing I'm going to spend a bunch of money on or anything. Like, even to play ball in, this is not something at an outlet that I would be like, oh man, that's a really sick shoe that I'd love to hoop in. I don't get that vibe from it right now. And I'm just basing that off the two colorways I've seen so far, but nothing that's impressed me.
Yeah, this is coming out to look more like a Team Jordan than it is really one of the signature line models. As you've seen in this past 10 model, like this 10 number span, since we're on the 30s probably were the best looking ones in my opinion. The 31s, at least they resembled that of a Air Jordan one. Same goes with the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s. The 4s not so much, but they do carry similarities like the tongue tag. So, and with this, again, potential Air Jordan 35, I don't see any remnants of the 5. It could be through the stitching in the middle panel. Kind of resembles that of the middle patch, the what do you call it? The plastic panel that's on the Jordan 5. It'd be a big reach, a huge reach, but I can potentially see that happening. But this is not for me. I'm gonna leave that one at the store. Coming to a Foot Locker near you. Y'all hold on to that one.
Don't hold your breath for the Jordan 36.
No, definitely not. You can only get worse from here. Hopefully they stop at Jordan 50, and then they just the next Air Jordan, because I think honestly after 23 was kind of a buzzkill, but
yeah. I mean, yeah, you're giving them some credit, but yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
You didn't like the 21s? 21s were hard.
I love the 21s for sure. That's why I say give them a little bit of credit there, but it's all good. 35 is not for me. I hope they stop at the 35. But we can move on. So we'll move on from the swoosh over to three stripes. Kanye West, Kanye Easy. My man's in some trouble again. What's new, huh? So Kanye West, this time he's being roasted by the Muslim community. They're not too happy with some of his name selections. So break us down on which name selections he is they're not being too fond of right now.
So we talked about this shoe in the last episode. It was the Israfels. They released on the 22nd of August. So there was a big pour out on of Muslim activists on Twitter. The name Israfel comes from the in the Islamic world is the angel who blows the horn to signal that the end of the world is near and the beginning of Judgment Day has arrived. Um, yeah, and to use any deity or any form of religion, especially like the Islamic religion, outside of a religious purpose, they find that very offensive. Same goes with the next model that's due to arrive, which is the Azrael. And if I'm saying that correctly, that is literally the angel of death. So there's no release date on that. It's supposed to release sometime in September. But with these namesakes and such, Kanye's never had a proper namesake for any of these shoes. They all have weird monikers and weird names to them. But, when religious is a very sensitive topic.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of all this? What's the point of doing Sunday service and preaching all of this stuff and then naming the shoes the complete opposite? I might just be missing the whole thing. There's clearly something way deeper that I'm probably missing, but it does seem very obviously counterintuitive and all that. So I mean, it just doesn't add up for me.
Yeah, I don't know if he was reaching, trying to pull in. I mean, from the demographics that I see of people wearing his shoes, it looks like everybody. So I don't know why he would have to pull on a religious manner in order to see if if that would like tickle the airwaves or something like that. But it's like there's so many ways that you can name shoes. Like he's done stone, he's done core, he's done
earth.
Yeah, earth, like, and those are just browns. Those are different shades of brown. So like I don't know what was so hard for him to find another new name for that. But now, when you look at these colorways, you can kind of see like the aim that he was going for with the names. Like, the Israfel, like those are like primarily white shoes, and the trumpet would be that of the stripe, being that it was either, you called it gold last week, they labeled it as orange, but you can see that. And then the Azrael is there all black with a glow in the dark soul. So man, the namesake is like, it's there, it matches up with it, but I can understand how somebody would be offended by that. So Kanye, watch that stuff, man. Like,
you could just name them something else, bro.
Yeah, man. There's a whole dictionary word. Like, call Webster. You call on all these other people. You call on Elon Musk. You call on, all different types of smart people. Steve Jobs' name, and just read a book. Read a book, dog, and just like.
Man, like you named your children directions. Like, come on with something else, bro. Come on,
dog. He hasn't even devoted one shoe to his children, like so.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Enough on that, man. I can only talk for so much.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that was fresh out the box. Not that fresh, but so hey, that's the happenings in the streets right now. So again, subscribe. Like and subscribe our page. Make sure that you follow us for any updates concerning those new releases coming up. We're going to jump right into Order Confirmed.
Yeah, what came out this week.
Yeah, this is what's happened since the last episode has aired. Starting off, we're going right back into Reebok. Man, they're pumping out these Club C's, dog.
Pumping them out. And big shout out to y'all for watching that mail call for the Eric Emanuel, man. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm surprised I haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure you still have them in the box.
Oh, yeah.
So Reebok has collabed with Japanese streetwear brand Black Eye Patch, also known as the Mysterious Sticker Squad. Hence this colorway is an all-white Club C with Reebok spelled out in trademark logos. The insole itself also has very distinguishable logos in there as well. I think you can kind of see Def Jam in there, but there's no affiliation with that, so don't quote me on that. Those released on the 29th at $100 on Reebok.com. They are still available. All size, full size run is still available, so go ahead and try to grab those. What we got next?
All right, yeah, they're all right. They're none too special for me. They're all white. They're like all white. And just with the logos on the side, so it's, they're interesting shoe. If I got my chance to do a collaboration, I'm gonna shoot for the stars and go a little bit harder than this. But they were going for a designated look, and they hit it on the head.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. If I get a whole Reebok fit, I think it could be fire. If they send some apparel too that goes with it, I could see myself wearing them. But like always, I'm always accepting gifts and donations, so go ahead and run that my way. Next up, we got the Pharrell is back. So we got the Pharrell Williams Adidas NMD Human Race. This time he dropped a 3-pack, but right now we're just going to talk about the multicolor. This one seemed to be the hot one. This one was exclusively released on what is called the Network app, which is a new app that releases some premium stuff on there. These shoes released on the 26th for $250. It was part of a 2-day festival called Transfer on the Network app, and they had all different types of brands on there, from Clot, of course, Adidas, and also Sakai as well. Collaborations with some up-and-coming artists. What did you think about these multicolors, Trey?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of any of the Pharrells and any of the multicolors. So this is a pretty high one on my list as far as Adidas go. I do like these a lot. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the NMD myself, just a model of the NMD. I know a lot of people kind of crap on the NMD a lot, but I do like the Ultra Boost and the NMD. But this one in particular, the Network app's an interesting thing. There's been so many of these apps popping up, Cop Date, stuff like that. So interesting way to get people's foot in the game, and I totally get it. I'm not paying $250 for these probably, but they're a cool shoe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it kind of brought back the old hype of when Pharrell first hit the scene with the NMDs. So I can definitely see people headed that way. I'm pretty sure they're sold out by now, but definitely download the Network app. See what you can find on there. They got a bunch of stuff on there. Bear Bricks is on there too. All the way from 100. Yeah, from 100 all the way to 4,000. And I'm talking about the figurines. I'm not talking about the shoes. Okay, what we got up next, man?
All right, so up next we got a shoe I've been waiting to talk about. So these have been on your sneakers app for a while. You probably scrolled past them 100 times, but we're going to talk about the Nike Offline today. So this is essentially what Nike is calling their anti-sneaker. So everything you do in sneakers requires work, some type of effort. The Nike Offline is going to be your anti-sneaker. So this is for relaxation, chilling, hanging out, doing what you do when you relax. So this shoe has no back to it. It's very much like to me, it's kind of Nike's answer to a Croc. Okay, so it has that same distinct feel where you just slide your foot right into it. But it does have the cloth over top, over the lays. You get a pull string, or you get a pull tongue right there at the top, which is has a styrofoam underneath it, as well as the beaded cushioned insole, which if you haven't seen it yet, this is when Casita talks about he has 10 pillows at home. This is all 10 of those pillows just squished into one insole. It looks so beautiful. It looks so comfortable. This is definitely like when you go to the river and you don't want to take your slides because you're not going to make it back with both of them, or like you don't want to ruin any Vans or something like that. This is the river shoe, man. This is like the going out to the beach, the river, just relaxing and by the pool kind of shoe. On top of that, I feel like it looks really cool. I think it's a very interesting looking shoe. It's a lot better than any slide looks. It did come out in 2 colors this past weekend, Vast Gray and a black Minta color. They were about $120. They released on the 28th. and they are gone. I've been seeing them. I saw a pair go for 400 over the weekend on StockX, but yeah, they seem to be going for around 200, 210 right now. What is your thought on the Nike offline?
Hell no, get the hell up.
I had a feeling.
These are trash. Man, look, these are all these little hype people out here that, Nike.
This is the hype beast.
This is a BC shoe, dog. This is a high BC shoe. Let's be real, dog. I'm be dead ass honest, bro. Like, I saw them and I'm like, oh, these are gonna sit for sure. It's a mule. It's a mule. That's what those are. Those shoes are a mule. Okay, they're so ugly. Like, I get it. Okay, comfort, cool. I'm all for comfort. I'm 100% comfort team. I'm team comfort. But there's also got to be a level where you're like, all right, where does like acceptable fashion and comfort like go in a balance? This is where fashion's here at the bottom and acceptable comfort's at the top, and like I can respect that, but I'm not gonna be wearing them in either colorway. You couldn't catch me for 120. Just give me $20 more and I'll get more Benassi's.
Oh man, you are out of your mind, bro. So is this worse or better than a foam runner?
Foam runner is hard.
Moving on. All right, so the next topic.
Home runner for show. I'm getting that. That was revolutionary.
Hell out of here, bro. What the hell? You are drunk.
Oh, I wish. I wish. What we got up next, dog?
So moving on, we'll get out of the shoe of the year for now. But Fear of God has another collab. This time with Nike's little brother Converse. This is going to be the Skid Grip. So this is a large shoe. This shoe is a super duper high top. You do get, I get very big 90s vibes from this one. It gives me like, like the paper cups from back in the day with like the purple and the blue all over them, bro. Like that's what this, when I look at this, that's the first thing I think of, are some like Tommy Pickles Rugrats kind of theme looking thing. But they are a high top shoe. They come with white laces, a full thick white sole like you get on most of your Vans and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting shoe, to be honest with you. It's very high. I mean, this is not something I could rock personally. It'd probably go up to like halfway through my shin. But what do you think about this? Something you could rock?
Man, no, it's not something I can rock, honestly. Yeah, I mean, they look like you were saying 90s. I even take it back even further. Like they look very like late 70s, early 80s vibes. I do get that, that styrofoam cup, plastic paper cup design looking thing on there as well. The shoe itself, the model will actually released first time ever in 1910. It's a very, very old shoe, dog. Like you wouldn't even believe it.
Back there.
Yeah, it's back there. It's back there. So
they're going to war in the Skid Grips.
Yeah, I can't imagine somebody rocking this back in 1910, like saying like, "Oh, I got that heat." So, Jerry, hey man, just keep pumping out those Fear of God ones, bro. I mean, this was cool.
Killing your own models for sure. We need.
Yeah, that. I mean, okay, if we're gonna keep it Fear of God Converse, I still think the Chuck Taylors are better. Those essentials, those ones are way better. This Skid Grip, this was, Halloween pair. Like if you're gonna be like somebody's uncle brother, wear the sunglasses and have like the Guido shirt and the short. Yeah, this is what that screams to me.
This is like Fresh Prince. This has Fresh Prince written all over it.
That's not Fresh Prince to me at all. That's far from Fresh Prince.
It's closer to Fresh Prince than them damn alternate Bel Airs.
Damn, that's disrespectful. Again, $120. They came out on August 27th. I believe they are still available on Converse.com. And that is our portion of Order Confirmed. Order has officially been confirmed. Trey, take us into tracking order. I know you're ready.
I got you.
One.
You already know. So we just got done with Order Confirmed. That was everything that came out this past week. So going forward, we got everything coming out this week on Tracking Order. And the first things first is a large rumor that I am very much ready for. We talked about this a few weeks back, but we are looking at possibly getting the Nike Dunk Low ceramic. So this is from the pack with the Ugly Ducklings, with the veneer as well as the plums. As we all know, we saw the plums at the end of last year. This is the second that we should be seeing from the pack, and these are rumored, hopefully expected now by me on the first. And these will be $100, $110 again as usual. They haven't popped up on the sneakers app as of right now, but by the time you see this, they might just be on there. And I am 100% looking forward to getting this super fire dunk. What do you think of the ceramic, and are you ready for it on the first?
They're already on the way to my
Boom. Yes, sir.
They're already on the way. I need that. Let me hold that for sure.
These are dope. These are extremely dope. We've talked about the colorway in the past. It kind of gives you a Miami Hurricanes. It's essentially darker orange, dark forest green, as well as black and a white midsole. So super fire shoe. I get kind of like, it's weird that I even say this because he was jocking off them and all that, but like I get kind of Warren Lotus vibes from this shoe. I don't know why, if it's like a weird colorway for me or if it's just dark shoe. Yeah. But this shoe is fantastic. I love it. And I'm definitely ready for, honestly, these are way better than veneers, but I'm ready for both of them right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll take either pair. Like I said, this pair is already on the way to my crib, so I'm just going to wait on it. Y'all see the unboxing whenever it does arrive.
Chalking up the dubs.
September 1st, $100, Nike.com. Be there.
Be there.
Yeah. Oh, next up, I know I'm ready for this one for sure. And this is on the sneakers app already.
I should have known already.
Yes. Labeled the bark. Is it the Baroque brown?
Baroque, I believe.
Baroque. Yeah, Baroque brown. I'm not Baroque, but the Baroque brown.
Baroque is what they are.
Oh, chill out. No, don't disrespect them. Jordan 1 Biohack, part of the Jordan Fall 2020 line. I believe this is one of the second to last ones that they're dropping, but this is going to be on September 4th. $170. As you know, this shoe is based off of the undefeated Nike Dunk from 2006. All different types of flavors and textures all around this shoe. I love the tongue tag. I love how they try to keep it OG with the dunk. Trey, help me out, bro. Size 12.
You don't even want to hear what I have to say about these, bro.
Well, you try to cop them for me, though.
Oh, bad, bro. Oh, man. The dunk was bad. These are bad. Y'all can hate me, bro. Undefeated can put their name on whatever they want, bro.
Oh, yeah? Even those Kobe's?
It's ass. No, I'm saying like they can put their name on, so it's not going to make the shoe in particular great for me. Those Kobe's they just put out, those were going to be great whether they were undefeated or Nike just put them out. Those were great shoes. Undefeated put their name on that one, and don't get me wrong, I'm in the minority here, so don't get me wrong. People love the shoe. It's ugly. It's horrendous. It is terrible, and they literally just took like the scraps they had left around, and they were like, we're going to put these all together. We're going to sell these. So, yeah, I mean, it's terrible. It's disgusting. A ton of people are going to be rocking them, though. I'm looking forward to, like, laughing at people.
$170, September 4th, the sneakers app. Up next. What we got up next, Trey? This is you.
Yes, I got you. These are so much better, and they're not even that great, bro. But Adidas back again. So we've seen these over and over again, I feel like. But this is going to be the Adidas Ultra Boost NCAA pack for 2020. It is the Ultra Boost 1.0. But we have a few teams here that they're going to release school-inspired shoes again. So we have Miami, Louisville, Arizona State, Texas A&M, Kansas, Nebraska, Indiana, as well as Washington University. So all these shoes, all these teams, schools will be receiving another Ultra Boost 1.0 in their colorway. These are super dope this year. I will say, are there any that stand out to you? I'll ask you first.
Nah, these are all terrible schools.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I care less about these schools. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing.
Of course,
Yeah.
Miami will always go hard.
Yeah.
Shout out
Miami
to
goes
you.
hard, and the Louisville kind of goes hard. Uh,
Yeah, I mean that's about it. Everybody else can really just go. I
I'm
mean,
gonna shout out James from Arizona State, but I will tell you my favorite one from this pack, and it is no question about it, and it is strictly because of the colorway. Um, but Indiana University, bro.
of course.
Love it, bro. That cream with the red hits on there, bro. Oh man, they knocked that one out the park. I think they did a really good job. They could even put a red outsole on that thing, and I think it would have looked really good too. But yeah, these will come out on the 4th for $180 a piece, and they do have the tags on the tongue, so they'll start with team logo and team insignia, I guess, but they will also come with Adidas patches in your team colors as well. So nice little add on there. You probably won't get no extra laces, but they do throw you some extra patches, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that is the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 NCAA pack for 2020. Got eight of the same teams.
Good on all of it.
Oh, you're a hater. You're just a hater. You gonna go for those broke Browns though?
Yeah, you damn right.
Tell us about this damn jacket shoe.
We're gonna bring it on home right here. Concepts, Boston's own Adidas collab on this ZX9000. It's been a minute since we've seen a pleasant ZX9000. This one's set to release on September 6th for $140. This one's dubbed the Recovery Blanket. The reason so is based off of the blankets that marathon runners get draped over them after they are done running a marathon race. This shoe has a metallic upper all the way around, red, white, and blue stripes, and the heel cup is black as well. Again, $140 on the 6th of September. I'm all for collabs. It's cool. Shout out Boston, shout out the Concepts team, shout out Adidas. I will not be trying to go for these. Not a very, very fire shoe to me at all. Yeah, shout out marathon runners. That's a tough thing. I'm sure if I was a marathon runner, I'd probably find this cool, but I just don't find these that cool, and I don't run marathons. So
I don't remember if they were a Concepts collab, but we talked about a 9000 that was that lime green. Remember that recently? It was probably
that was Atmos.
That was Atmos. Do you prefer those over these?
Oh, absolutely, in a heartbeat.
Really? No, I don't at all. I think this is, although it's like, it's an odd colorway, and it's. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of, like the foil bags that keep your food cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It gives me that kind of look, but I'm all for like super shiny things. I love shiny shoes, as you can tell. I love shiny things. So like, I definitely think these look way better than that Atmos pair, but I'm not going to go out of my way for them. And like you said, I am by far not anywhere near being a marathon runner, but I do think they look interesting. I think they're a chill enough colorway to be able to wear way more often than the other pair. So for $140, not a terrible price for a collab, to be honest, especially a Concepts collab. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's just so much heat out there that I can't. It may be one of those things like you take so many L's, you're just like, I have to see a W come through.
Oh man, yeah. I never want to get that desperate to where like I'll do anything for a dub. I'll just go buy some all white forces at that point.
There you go. Can't lose.
Yeah, but again, September 6th, $140. And that is going to wrap up episode 18 of the Creased Podcast. It's coming to you live from the where are we? Quarantineville, Texas. It's been fun having y'all here. We appreciate it. If you made it this far and you still haven't, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the stuff that you do on social media. Do it here with us too. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. My name's Casita. My boy Trey Treasy. And like always, Trey, ain't no half stepping around here. So y'all
come up on any ceramics. If the ceramics drop this week, Y'all know who to find. Casita wants those broke Browns, so don't worry about him.
I'll take whatever, except for the concepts and the Ultra Boost. All right, y'all. Till episode 19, we will catch y'all. So peace.